The news at noon, Senate dismisses possibility of producing a brand new constitution for Nigeria. NYSC refutes report of mobilizing core members for war. Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Works and Fire Service, Professor Eno Ibanga, charges contractors to sustain standard and quality of road assigned to them. On the front, in India orders 300 million doses of unapproved coronavirus vaccine amid devastating second wave. And sports, reigning NBA champions LA Lakers suffers shock first-round playoff defeats to Phoenix Suns. Details coming up shortly. Good afternoon, welcome to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. I am Bright James. First on the news this afternoon is the reports that Akwa Ibom State Commissioner of Works and Fire Service, Professor Eno Ibanga, has charged contractors to sustain the standard and quality of roads assigned to them, in pursuance of the government's desire to deliver to the people quality infrastructure in the state. Professor Ibanga said this during an inspection of a road which cuts across 18.9 kilometers, Abak 10 Abiakban Abiakbo Otoro Manta Road with spur in Abak local government area, and also 70 meters and 30 meters span bridges in Oroganam local government area. He applauded some of the contractors for the quality of work done, asserting that efforts be doubled to ensure that projects would deliver on time. Ibang also advised the contractors to concentrate on drains and create one or two right of way for now if earthwork could not be done due to the current spate of rainfall. While commending the state's governor, Dom Emmanuel, for the prompt release of funds for jobs, he admonished the contractors to support the completion agenda of the state government on timely completion, adding that with their cooperation, more funds will be released to them. On Niger Delta issues, more reactions have continued to trail the issues surrounding the constitution of the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), with the former Secretary General, Ijaw Youth Council, Alfred Kame-Pede, saying that the recent uproar in the region is a revelation of the lack of leadership in the region. Speaking when he called in on Planet Radio's flagship program, The People's Parliament, the Ijaw Youth General Council former secretary said the challenges bedeviling the region is also an indication that there is lack of synergy among leaders in the Niger Delta.
It's been a week of too many unfortunate moving parts. But it's not an issue of even the minister of Niger Delta. It just shows some form of lack of leadership within the Niger Delta. Going further, it shows the lack of synergy among leaders in the Niger Delta, which may have been the reason the Niger Delta is so underdeveloped. It just shows that in the Niger Delta, our leaders are somehow castrated in ways we may not be able to describe, and that leaves us to interrogate it further.
He, however, stressed the need for the issues of the region and the incessant rancor to be addressed fundamentally. Said it would not be healthy for the development of the Niger Delta region.
Just like you may be, every other person is dissatisfied with the pace of development in the Niger Delta and how the NDDC has been politicized. The NDDC is supposed to be a development commission, but it has turned to a commission that has been used to fund political machineries over the last years, if not all the years. So that in itself is a shame. Because you see, the Niger Delta Development Commission is not the only commission of its kind in this country. There's also the Northeast Development Commission. Do you see this drama in other parts of the country? Definitely no. And it's not healthy for the development of Niger Delta. It's not healthy at all for the reputation of our people.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, had during a meeting over the various issues in the Niger Delta region held in Woroza headquarters of Garamota Village Kingdom in Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State, assured that the NDDC's substantive board will be formed before the end of July. From the red chambers, the senator said he cannot give Nigeria a brand new constitution as demanded by some socio-political and cultural organizations in the country, saying the best it could do was to amend the existing one as it was currently doing. It will be recalled that the Southern and Middle Belt Forum had repeatedly argued that the National Assembly was wasting its time in amending the present constitution, contending that what the country needs is a new constitution written by the people. But speaking at the opening of a two-day national public hearing, the further alteration to the previous provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 Abuja, the Deputy President of the Senate and Chairman, Committee on the Review of the 1999 Constitution, Senator Eno Ibanga said, though the Senate respects the opinion of some persons who want a new constitution, a section of the Constitution does not give the National Assembly the power to produce a brand new constitution. Ibanga, who assured Nigerians that the committee would be guided strictly by best legislative practices, highest ethical standards, integrity, open-mindedness, and patriotism, however, implored everyone, irrespective of political leanings and other affiliations, to abide by the same standards in their contributions. To the judiciary, where the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN Justice Ibrahim Mohammed, has asked the National Assembly to alter the Constitution to mandate the National Judicial Council (NYSC) to fix and review judges' salaries every 4 years. The CJN made the submission in the paper it presented as recommendations of the judiciary on the occasion of the national public hearing by Senate Committee on Review of the 1999 Constitution held in Abuja. Mohammed also asked for the Constitution to be amended for NYSC Secretary seat to be at par with that of the Clerk of the National Assembly. According to him, the Constitution should categorically state that the CJN is the head of the judiciary of the Federation, just as he called for the Supreme Court bench be reduced from 21 to 16. Away from that, the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has said that it is not mobilizing corps members for war. The NYSC Deputy Director Publications, Emeka Megbena, made the clarifications in a statement titled "Rebuttal: No corps member is being mobilized for war," issued on behalf of its Director, President Public Relations Adenike Adeyemi. According to the statements, the NYSC Director General's recent interview was misinterpreted when he said that, in line with the National Defense Policy, corps members are like soldiers on reserve because their education, exposure, and sophistication can make them easily adaptable to military training. He further stressed that General Ibrahim never at any point said that corps members are being mobilized to fight war, but had rather charged them to remain focused and patriotic. In a separate development, the chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC), Professor Bolaji, has said the current assets declaration system in the country lacks transparency. He advised all the agencies that handle the declaration of the assets of public officers, especially the Code of Conduct Bureau (CCB), to publish them. The ICPC chairman stressed that this would help the Bureau to curb corruption in the public sector. A statement in Abuja by the Commission's spokesperson, Azuka Ogugwa, said the chairman of the Commission spoke at a meeting with the chairman and board members of CCB, adding that the ICPC board noted that the secrecy surrounding the declaration of assets by public and civil servants was aiding graft. You're listening to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM. Let's take a breather and then bring more stories from the foreign sports and entertainment scenes. To stay with us.
Locked in core values. Planet 101.1 FM, Uyo.
Thanks for staying with us. Now on the foreign scene, India's ordered 300 million doses of an unapproved coronavirus vaccine amid a devastating second wave. Reports say the unnamed vaccine from India, firm Biological E, is in phase 3 trials and has shown promising results in the first 2 phases. The $206 million order is reportedly the first India has signed for a jab that has not received emergency approval. This comes as the country struggles to speed up its lagging vaccine drive. India has administered just over 220 million jabs so far, although much of its 1.4 billion population is now eligible for the vaccine. Less than 10% of the country has received at least one dose of the vaccination, largely because of a severe shortage of doses. In sports, reigning NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers, have suffered a shock first-round playoffs defeat to the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker scored 47 points for the Suns as they sealed a 4-2 series win. LeBron James scored 29 points for the Lakers, while the first defending champions lose at this stage since the San Antonio Spurs in 2015. The result also marks the first time that James has lost in the first round of the playoffs. The Suns will now face the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference semifinals after they clinched a 4-2 series win over the Portland Trail Blazers. On the entertainment scene, Irish singer and songwriter Sinead O'Connor has announced her first album in 8 years. The Nothing Compares to You hitmaker will release No Veteran Dies Alone in early 2022. Sinead had shared a few details about the upcoming follow-up to 2014's I'm Not Bossy and I'm the Boss, including that it is comprised of 7 songs. Meanwhile, a firm release date and the track list are yet to be revealed. It has been the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM, but before we go, a recap of the major stories. In the news, we told you that Senate has said it cannot give Nigeria a brand new constitution, as demanded by some social, political, and cultural organizations in the country, saying the best it could do was to amend the existing one, as it is currently doing. The National Youth Service Corps NYSC said that it is not mobilizing corps members for war. The Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Works and Fire Service, Professor Eno Ibanga, has charged contractors to sustain the standard and quality of roads assigned to them, in pursuance of the government's desire to deliver to the people quality infrastructure in the state. On the foreign side, we told you that India has ordered 300 million doses of an unapproved coronavirus vaccine amid a devastating second wave. And it's world to report that reigning NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers, have suffered a shock first-round playoffs defeat to the Phoenix Suns. For a comment and coverage of newsworthy events, call our newsroom on 0812-770-2940. That is 0812-770-2940. Visit our website on planet101fm.ng and follow us on Twitter at planet_101fm. You can also like our verified Facebook page at planet11fm. Uyo. The news was edited by Jane Owaz. We're in the news. Remember that we may all have come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. Our boat is Nigeria, and collectively we must make hard work. I am Bright James. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.